Hello, guys! Today I'm going to talk to you about an amazing book called The 5 People That You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. Let's not waste our time with silly information or intros and jump right into the action after some general info that you need to know. So, the book has 3 types of chapters. The first is the real time stuff, which talks action in real time, such as the beginning of the story, the funeral, etc. The second type is the heaven timeline. Now, this is the timeline of the main story. And the final type is it's Eddie's birthday. These little passages talk about the protagonist's life and gives us info about his father, mother, and wife. You can disregard the first and third types because they don't really affect the main story. Now that we have this out of the way, let's start.
Here we go!
According to my research, the story starts on September 4th, 2003. It's around Eddie's, the protagonist, 70th birthday, but he has this permanently damaged leg, which makes running nearly impossible for him. So Eddie works as a maintenance guy in this amusement park called Ruby Pierre. During his break, a little 5-year-old girl comes to him and asks him to make an animal. So Eddie busts out some of these pipe cleaning things, I don't know, and makes her a dog or something. Then 15 minutes later, one of the rides got its cart stuck, and there are some people on the thing, so they may die. Eddie then tries to see what the problem is. Something, the dudes at the panel get the other dudes out of danger, but then they release the cart off of the track, which made it start to plummet down to the people watching. Now, you remember that girl that Eddie made the dog for? Well, somehow she got stuck in the path of the falling cart. So Eddie went to save her, and boom, blue screen of death. Nothing else. Eddie wakes up in the middle of nowhere, floating off into the distance. So he floats for a little while, then he meets a guy with blue skin. So the blue skin dude tells Eddie how he had social anxiety stuff and how he ate silver nitrates to get rid of it. But instead, the things that he ate poisoned him and made him blue. Then he tells Eddie a story. So when Eddie was 6 years old, he was playing baseball in the street. The blue dude was driving a car and almost ran Eddie over. So the blue man got a heart attack because of it, and he died. Poor dude. Then Eddie meets the second person, which is his general from the military. He talks about the war, and there is nothing really worth talking about. The general tells Eddie that his leg injury was because of him, and it was necessary to save his life. Now, the third person is Ruby. Now, who is Ruby? So, she was working at a cafe, then a rich dude married her. Something, he made Ruby Pierre for her, something. Here they talk about Eddie's father, and it's really not that important. So, the fourth person is a young girl. At first, she tells him something in Italian. Spoiler alert, she is not Miss Dana. She's Marguerite, his wife. Well, in the chapter, the book talks about how Marguerite died because of brain tumor, whatever that is. She says something about love, I don't know. Then the fifth and last person Eddie meets is a short 5-year-old girl named Tala. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's pretend it's this Tala for now. Well, during the war that Eddie fought in, he burnt down a house, and Tala was in that house. So, yeah. After that, nothing really happens and the book ends. So, what do I think of this book? Well, it's amazing, and I say you go give it a read. You may learn something from it. So, thanks for listening, and peace out.